What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex, you watching the Ragin Nation show. This is just a web series where we're talking about all things matter me in the world of movies. Let's talk about Resident Evil. Not a whole lot of people talk about Resident Evil these days. Maybe because there's not a whole lot going on or nobody really cares. But there's been some new developments with regards to the next installment of the Resident Evil franchise. What's been happening is that Paul W.S. Anderson is actually in the middle of writing Resident Evil 6. That would be the 6th installment in the franchise. We're up to 6 films now, or at least not yet. The movie still hasn't been greenlit, but Paul W.S. Anderson is working on a draft of the script. He's actually in the middle of working on it, and he has a title, and he's calling it The Final Chapter, or The Last Chapter. That's the tentative title for now. So obviously the title suggests that this will be the last installment of the Resident Evil franchise. And I'm thinking, that's cool. You know, that's cool. I honestly don't care if they keep on making more or if they end them, because I don't really have that much emotional investment in these films. I find that they're really all the same, and they're dumb, entertaining fun. They're not very great films, but for the most part, I think they're really decent installments, or rather decent entries into the zombie and video game genre. Okay, let's take a look at the previous 5 films. They don't make a lot of money to begin with, okay, domestically at least. I mean, Resident Evil came out in 2002 and it made 40 million. Resident Evil Apocalypse came out Resident Evil Apocalypse came out in 2004 and only made 51 million. Resident Evil Extinction came out in 2007 and made 50 million. I mean, we're talking domestically, okay? Resident Evil Afterlife came out in 2010 and made 60 million, and Resident Evil Retribution came out in 2012 and made 42 million. So that's not a whole lot of money made domestically, but actually the last 2 installments actually made a lot of money worldwide. We're talking about in the $250 million average range for the last 2 installments, simply because of the whole 3D and IMAX 3D presentation. It really increases the ticket prices on them. So that's why they decided that we got to keep on going with this franchise, and therefore that's why Paul W. Anderson is writing the next installment, tentatively titled Resident Evil: The Last Chapter. Now, when I was watching Resident Evil Retribution, I was thinking that, okay, it looks like they're gonna end it. I mean, the way the last one ended was a cliffhanger that suggested that there's one more to go, one more entry in the franchise. So I'm thinking, how do you guys feel about the fact that, or the possibility that the Resident Evil franchise is gonna end? Do you want to see more? Do you want to see it keep on going? Or do you think that they should be done with them, considering it's 6 films, and they're really not that great to begin with? I mean, they are entertaining, but for the most part, these movies are all the same. It just follows Alice around kicking butt. And they just keep on bringing different monsters from the video game. So, yeah, what do you guys think about it? Are you fans of the franchise? I can't say I'm a fan, but I do enjoy them. So, let me know your thoughts and feelings about the next installment. There's no green light yet. They don't have a start date, they don't have a production date, they also don't have a release date. So if anything happens, if this script gets approved this year, like in the next 2 months, they could aim for a 2016 release, but I guess at the very latest, a 2017 release. So there you have it. That's all I gotta say in this video. I just want to know what your thoughts are on the Resident Evil franchise, if you want to see it end or if you want to see it keep on going, because I just want to know how many fans really care about this franchise. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, @RaginNation. My name's Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. To begin with, okay, domestically at least. I mean, Resident Evil came out in 2002 and it made 40 million. Resident Evil